The Himalayas, a crown jewel of natural beauty, have become a stage for a tense geopolitical drama. Simmering tensions between India and Pakistan over Kashmir have been a constant for decades, but a new player has emerged, and its presence is raising serious concerns. China, with its growing military might and economic clout, has been steadily bolstering Pakistan's defense capabilities along the line of control, the de facto border dividing Kashmir. This poses a series of critical questions. Why is China so invested in this region? What kind of military support is it providing Pakistan? And most importantly, how does this development threaten India's security and strategic interests? Over the past 3 years, China has been playing an increasingly active role in fortifying Pakistan's defenses along the LOC. This support goes beyond mere rhetoric, it's a tangible military buildup with significant implications. Chinese assistance encompasses a range of sophisticated equipment and infrastructure projects. This includes the construction of fortified steelhead bunkers designed to withstand heavy shelling, a crucial upgrade for Pakistani forces stationed along the LOC. The picture becomes even more concerning with the deployment of unmanned aerial vehicles, or UAVs, and combat aerial vehicles, or CAVs, of Chinese origin. These drones provide Pakistan with enhanced surveillance capabilities, allowing them to monitor Indian troop movements and activities across the LOC with far greater precision. But China's support doesn't stop there. Highly encrypted communication towers and underground fiber optic cables are being installed along the LOC, significantly improving Pakistan's communication network and hindering Indian efforts to intercept sensitive information. Furthermore, advanced radar systems manufactured by China such as the JY and HGR series have been deployed, bolstering Pakistan's air defense capabilities and aiding in the detection of low and medium altitude targets, potentially including Indian aircraft. The presence of the SH-15, a 155mm truck-mounted howitzer gun manufactured by a Chinese firm, has been noticed at various locations along the LOC. This artillery piece, known for its mobility and firepower, adds a new dimension to Pakistan's artillery capabilities. The SH-15 can deliver rapid and precise firepower, making it a formidable asset in any military confrontation. China's strategic maneuvers in Kashmir are not solely driven by military considerations. Beijing's economic ambitions also play a crucial role. The ambitious China-Pakistan Economic Corridor project, a central pillar of China's Belt and Road Initiative, traverses Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. This massive infrastructure project aims to create a direct trade route between China's Xinjiang province and Gwadar port in Pakistan. The security of these investments is paramount for China, and its military buildup along the LOC can be seen as an attempt to safeguard them. The involvement of Chinese personnel further complicates the situation. While the presence of senior PLA officials hasn't been confirmed since 2014, intelligence suggests Chinese troops and engineers are actively engaged in infrastructure projects along the LOC. Reports also indicate the presence of Chinese experts involved in tunnel construction activities in the Lipa Valley in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, potentially paving the way for an all-weather road connecting with the Karakoram Highway, an area under China's control. This strategic move would significantly enhance China's logistical capabilities in the region, as this will provide a bypass route for China rather than entering into Pakistani cities which are not safe and congested. But for India, this will mean presence of more Chinese troops in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir along the LOC. China's growing military presence in Kashmir is a cause for serious concern for India. It represents a significant shift in the regional balance of power and poses a direct threat to India's security. A more robustly equipped Pakistani military along the LOC increases the risk of border skirmishes escalating into full-blown conflicts. Furthermore, China's involvement in infrastructure projects in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir strengthens its claim over the disputed territory, further complicating any future resolution to the Kashmir issue. Geopolitically, this situation is dangerous for India. The strategic partnership between China and Pakistan complicates India's security calculus, as it has to consider a two-front scenario where it might have to deal with coordinated actions from both adversaries. China has already started these two fronts maneuvers. While it is bolstering Pakistan Army in POK, it has recently escalated its military presence along the line of actual control with India, deploying its most advanced J-20 stealth fighters at an airfield in Tibet, near the Sikkim-Bhutan-Tibet Tri-junction. Latest commercial satellite imagery shows the People's Liberation Army Air Force has stationed 6 J-20 fighters at the Shagat's dual-use airport, close to Doklam and barely 155 kilometers from the line of actual control. This deployment, along with other aircraft like the J-10 jets and a KJ-500 AE-1C aircraft, signifies a heightened military posture. Multiple satellite images indicate these aircraft arrived at the airbase on May 27, accompanied by a Y-20 transport aircraft likely carrying ground crew and support equipment. The People's Liberation Army Air Force has been regularly deploying J-20s at airfields in the western sector, such as the Hotan Airfield in Xinjiang, since the military confrontation erupted in eastern Ladakh in May 2020. These deployments are seen as a measure to offset air combat disadvantages due to high-altitude terrain constraints by bolstering their presence with advanced fighters, bombers, reconnaissance aircraft, and drones. In response, India has been ramping up its own defense capabilities along the LOC. The Indian Army has enhanced its surveillance and reconnaissance efforts, deploying more advanced drones and radar systems to monitor activities across the border. India is also investing in modernizing its military infrastructure, including the construction of better bunkers and underground facilities to protect its troops. The deployment of advanced artillery systems, like the K-9 Vajra self-propelled howitzer, is aimed at countering the threat posed by Pakistan's Sh-15 howitzers. On the Chinese side, India has positioned its own advanced aircraft including Sukhoi 30 MKI fighters based at Hasamara, Chabua, and Tezpur in the eastern sector, and a squadron of its latest French-origin Rafale Omni-Roll jets at the Hasamara airbase in West Bengal. These steps are part of India's strategy to counterbalance China's increased presence and maintain air superiority along the LAC. India is also strengthening its alliances with other countries to counter the China-Pakistan nexus. The Quad Alliance, comprising India, the United States, Japan, and Australia, is a key strategic initiative aimed at maintaining stability and countering Chinese influence in the Indo-Pacific region. Joint military exercises, intelligence sharing, and strategic dialogues with these countries enhance India's ability to respond to threats. On the diplomatic front, India continues to raise concerns about China's activities in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir at international forums. Recently, India signed a 10-year agreement with Iran to operate the strategic Chabahar port. This move is significant for several reasons. Chabahar port allows India to strengthen its naval presence in the region, which helps counter China's ambitions in the Arabian Sea. This port is India's strategic response to Pakistan's Gwadar port. Gwadar, built with significant Chinese investments as part of the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, CPEC, is just 170 kilometers east of Chabahar. The CPEC's main culmination point is Gwadar port, giving China direct access to the Arabian Sea and increasing its influence in the region. By operating Chabahar, India not only keeps a close watch on Chinese activities in the Persian Gulf but also secures a foothold in a region that is crucial for its energy security and trade. This development gives India an edge over China, as it can now effectively monitor and counter Chinese influence through the strategic positioning of Chabahar. So, will the enhanced defense capabilities along the LOC lead to a new era of conflict, or will diplomatic efforts and strategic alliances prevail to maintain peace? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: the geopolitical chess game in Jammu and Kashmir is more complex and high-stakes than ever before. Stay tuned for more updates and insights into this evolving story.